Hey, what's going on, everyone? So Chicory, A Colorful Tale is a painting adventure game from Greg Lobanov and Finji, and it was released in June 2021 for Windows and PlayStation, the Switch later that year, and it just came out yesterday for Xbox. I'll be very honest, I thought this game had just released for the first time yesterday when I saw it on Game Pass, and only found out that it had come out earlier when I looked up the details for it after finishing the game. And I debated on whether it was worth doing this video or not, but hey, maybe one of you out there also didn't know about this game before, so why not talk about it? And in general, I don't really think there's anything wrong with reviewing older games anyway. So what is this game about? Well, you paint a lot, but before you do that, you start out with a very, very important question. What is your favorite food? And you better be sure about what that answer is, because it's going to stick with you for the rest of the game. And so yeah, the game starts after that, where you play as an anthropomorphic dog who notices that the world has suddenly gone black and white one day, and that the wielder, known as Chicory, has left her brush outside her door. And as anyone would, you kind of want to pick up this brush and find out that, suddenly you have the powers of the wielder now, which basically gives you the ability to color this entire world any way that you see fit. Although you do have some limitations to begin with of what colors you can use, and you don't quite yet have the power to do special things with the brush, which you will gain as you get further into the game. And yeah, just overall, I had a wonderful time playing this. I'm not much of a painter myself, and I certainly don't feel like I improved the beauty of this world all that much by adding these random colors all around the map, but it didn't really matter what I thought, because most of the characters in this place were very positive and uplifting about it, and it made me feel really good about what I was doing. The humor of the game also worked for me the entire time. There's not a ton of dialogue here, but the times when it did have some, I was totally locked into it, and if they weren't trying to be funny, then they were being very meaningful and thought-provoking with their dialogue, and a lot of times it left me thinking about my own life. And to add on to that, along the way of this journey, you just navigate this world through various puzzles and boss fights, and maybe a few phone calls to mom and dad when you get a bit overwhelmed and need some advice to help you get through the day. There's side quests you can do, there's different items you can find to dress your character up how you want to, and if that wasn't enough, there's even an original soundtrack by Lena Raine that I'm sure I'll use for this video, because it was perfect in every way. Overall, I would say this game is just incredible. It can be enjoyed for the unique gameplay mechanics, but it also has the staying power by not shying away from deeper themes and questions that will stick with you after the credits are done rolling. If you haven't heard about this one and you have Game Pass, I think it's absolutely worth checking out. But just in general, if this looks like something you might be into, I highly, highly recommend it. But yeah, that's all for this one. I want to keep some of these reviews just a little bit shorter, especially if it's a game like this where it has been out for a while, not for every console, but still, I'm sure a lot of people have played this one before, so I don't really want to go too deep into it, but nevertheless, I hope you enjoyed this one. I really do appreciate you all stopping by. I hope to see you all again in the next one, and I hope you're doing well. So until then, everyone, take care.